Welcome to Region Degenerates. We are a proud member of the Overtime Sports Network. You can find the Overtime Sports Network on the interwebs at www.otsportsnetwork.wixsite.com/OTSN. We have all your gambling, blogging, podcast needs. We also have live shows. Now go check us out. We are also on Twitter at _OTSN. We no longer have next. We are now. Boys, let's get to the show. Welcome to Region Degenerates, introducing your co-hosts.
It's your boy Nate.
And everyone's favorite idiot, Kyle Crown.
And I am your host, Mikey Wilson.
Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Region Degenerate. 0 mic checks, 0 room checks, 3 people in the room, though. Should be your usual shit show.
And 1 brain cell.
1 brain cell with 3 people. Yeah, that's accurate.
It's mine, right?
Yikes. Nate, I'm going to pop this beer before I do intros.
Let's do it.
What'd you bring me?
It's a Saugatuck Brewing Company, a blueberry maple stout.
We were supposed to split it, but Kyle Crown showed up late, so I got the whole thing.
Hey, man.
It's fucked up, man. Y'all some dirty motherfuckers.
I got you 2
He's also brought me. He's also given me beers.
Yikes.
So you bring me beers, I'll give you 1 back.
I ain't bringing shit.
I also. Well, I guess I take it back. He did. Well, whoever's stout that was the other day.
Oh, that was mine.
When was that?
Those big
When
ass
we all
bottles
shared
we had.
that. We all
2-3
shared that
weeks
bottle.
ago.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Technically, that was Crown's, but it's been here for like 2 months, so he's lucky it was even here for him.
Oh yeah, since poker.
Yeah. So Nate, how's your week been, man? Football went well last week, I heard.
Football went well.
Went down there and slapped some dicks.
Yeah. Was a complete waste of time. I got more hurt from the driving than I did actually playing.
Which is wild.
Who was driving?
Me.
You just don't know how to drive?
It's a 4-hour drive.
No, it was just a 4-hour drive.
Oof. Stiff as a board.
Went to Greenville, Ohio, which is a straight drive down 65 to Indianapolis, and then you cut east.
Oh, 65 is such a good drive, too.
Just straight down to Indy.
Some Winfields in Lafayette.
Corn and
And then
Winfield.
cut east on 35 or some shit. It got super weird right towards the getting close, like 30 minutes into the before you hit the border of Ohio, which I thought I was gonna have to use an iPass. I didn't have to. I was really surprised.
Through Indiana, you shouldn't have to use an iPad.
Well, getting into Ohio.
To Ohio. Yeah, no.
I didn't.
You shouldn't have to.
It's called an iZoom anyway. Thanks.
It's an iPass.
It's called an Easy Pass, dude.
Damn it. It is an easy pass. Damn it.
Yeah, we went down
I
there.
don't even know why I tried to make it seem like this motherfucker works for the state of Indiana.
We went down there, fucking smacked them up 30-0. Should have been more, but offense is still working on some stuff. You know, it's preseason, nothing to be too upset about. Yeah, like scoring, exactly. I think defense actually. I know defense. Yeah, defense. I think scored 2 touchdowns. Monday started a new job, Tomato Bar.
Oh yeah, baby.
Not too bad.
Really good, by the way.
Yeah, I think I've had food just about every day when I leave.
I meant your beer, but
I was
yeah,
gonna say
Tomato
this
Bar's
beer is.
awesome.
Oh, the beer.
This beer is great.
Oh, that beer.
Yeah.
You can have a little sip if you want.
Ding.
Yeah, it hasn't been too bad. I mean, they're not really giving me nothing too strenuous, but I've figured out that I'd rather be up front making pizzas than in the back chopping up vegetables for 4 hours. Because those days, the first 2 days, that's all I was doing was cutting up like vegetables and getting everything ready. And I'm only there for like not even 5 hours. And I feel so dead all day after all that. But then the day that I make pizzas, I'm perfectly fine. So it's like, I don't know. But yeah, it hasn't been too bad. Everybody seems pretty cool. I'm as old as all the managers, so that's kind of weird. Everybody else is probably 8 to 9 years younger than me.
Well, it's only gonna get worse, man.
Yeah.
So I probably should have let Nate. Have let Nate go last, and that would have led right into the NFL draft. But Cochran, how was your week, man? I'm just a good host. That's just how I roll.
You're a fucking genius.
You know, some people do things the right way.
It always comes to me first anyway, so it's okay.
Some people do things the right way. I do it the unusual way.
You're an unusual feller.
I take tradition and I throw it right the fuck out the window.
That's true. I had a pretty good week. It was busy though. I worked a couple doubles this week, so a nice 56-hour check. 56-hour work week.
Chance, you listening?
I wish. It was quite unpleasant for my sleeping though. I got about 5 hours, 3 days in a row. That was kind of rough, but
That's just my life.
Margie did me a huge solid. Tuesday and Wednesday, I got off at 7 a.m. both days. I had to go back at 3, and she took Pepper to the daycare all day, so I got to sleep.
I think Pepper and Phoenix saw each other Tuesday. I'm just assuming they crossed paths.
They're there. They crossed paths. She was playing. They said that she just played with everybody. She wouldn't stop. I was like, oh, shocker. That's what she does anyway. Like, she comes here, and then she just wants to play while Phoenix is tired and wants to go to sleep. Other than that, I didn't go to the gym. Well, I went to the gym yesterday and today, but that was my week, man. I just worked.
That's funny. Me and the big guy got a really good story you guys are going to enjoy. I kind of told you a little bit of it last night.
Who's the big guy?
Jeremy Wiseman.
Oh, okay.
That big guy.
I was gonna say Nate's a big guy.
No,
Marco's a big guy.
Did you see? You guys both got that Snapchat I sent you guys, right?
Yeah.
That was so funny.
You didn't send it to me though.
It was a group chat.
I don't think I got it.
You didn't see the picture
On
of it?
Snap? You're definitely in it. You're definitely in the group.
It was me, you, him, and Wiseman.
I don't know if I got it. I had to go to your story.
Oh, I downloaded it for sure because that's 100% him in like literally 2 years. So me and the big guy went golfing yesterday morning, or what's today, Friday? So yeah, we went Thursday morning, and we go to Sherwood at noon.
I bet I watched it.
We go to Sherwood at noon. We tee off on hole 1. Didn't go well.
Shocker.
We ironed to the dog leg, so bear with me if you're not familiar with Sherwood, but Sherwood hole 1 has a dog leg.
Dog leg left, baby.
And it's in the corner, and 8 and 9 are over there too on the out 9. So we driver iron to the dog leg, and then so we drive up to my ball. I hit my ball. It landed fairly close to the green. I look up, and there's 2 huge turkeys, feathers out, sprinting at me and Wiseman. And I look up, and I see that, and I throw my iron in the bag, and I go, uh-oh. And Wiseman goes, stop. Like, he thought I was fucking with him because he thought somebody was driving up on us. And I jump in the car and just hit the gas, and he turns around and just goes, The turkeys were, like, on the wheel well of the golf course.
Oh,
Like, they kept, like, pecking at the golf cart. And so we drive from the dog leg of 1 onto the fairway of 8, down the edge of the pond, back to the dog leg. They're right on our ass the entire time. Back up to 1, all the way back down the fairway to the clubhouse. They finally stopped chasing us a little bit. We go around the lake of 9. We come back to Wiseman's ball originally hit. That's when we couldn't grab our phones, dude. Everything was happening so fast. Like, we literally thought we were going to get attacked by turkeys.
Yeah.
Gobble,
So,
gobble, motherfucker.
I recorded him hitting because we had a pretty good distance. I recorded him hitting.
How big were they?
They were huge, dude.
Yeah.
I'm not.
I've
kidding.
never actually seen wild turkeys around
They
here either.
were
I've only seen them in
huge.
Tennessee.
I was going to say, we seen him that one day leaving.
Yeah.
So he hit. We turn around. He throws, and we got to go again because they're coming. And in the video, that's probably the farthest away they were the entire time in the video.
Oh,
So-
never mind. Go ahead.
So they're coming. He picks his ball up. I abandon my ball. We go straight to the tee shot on 2. They're standing on the green of 1, just staring us down, walking our way. So Wiseman hits his drive. I hit my drive. We jump in the car. We just fucking go.
Book it.
And then we didn't see the turkeys for the rest of the time, but coming back on the turn, we were on 8, and we're teeing up on 8, and both of us are just eyes up, like, where the fuck are these turkeys at? It was wild, dude. And every time
What time?
a bird
What time was
flies
that?
up- Go
What
ahead.
time was it? That was like noon.
It was a noon tea time, yeah. Works tough right now. So we every time a bird flew out of a bush or something, we're like just like PTSD. It was. I wish we could have got a video of it, dude. I'm not kidding. Huge turkeys right by the back wheel of the golf cart. It was insane.
Fucking chased by turkeys just on a Thursday.
Thursday or whatever day. I don't know.
Thursday,
what day it
yeah.
is most of the time.
There's nobody else around you that seen him.
Nobody.
In the video, I was like, it didn't look like anybody was behind you.
There was nobody. Well, it rained all day.
Oh yeah, that's right.
We were the first ones out after the rain.
Yeah.
And there was literally not a car in the parking lot when we went out.
Yeah.
So like we were trying to go back to the clubhouse to tell them like we're getting chased by turkeys. Like,
You couldn't go back.
yeah. So we finally ran into one of the guys and we were like, hey, we were getting chased by turkeys on one. We don't want like a refund or anything, but
Just FYI.
let you know. And he's like, oh yeah, there's like 15 of them out here. I was replacing flags one day. I had my headphones in. I turned around and one was right on my ass. Like, and I ran for like 10 minutes. He was a big boy
God.
too. So
You don't have a method to get rid of these things?
it's called a pistol, man. And that's the one time Wiseman didn't have his on him.
Would he have shot him though?
Just in the ground, just a little warning.
Scare
shot.
him, yeah.
A warning. I'm sure they were nesting around there though. They don't
Yeah.
chase you for no reason.
Right.
Wild, dude.
Turkeys.
Wild.
Turkeys.
Uh,
Turkeys.
so a little thing called the NFL Draft was last night. Now there are 3 major sports in the middle of the season right now, and the biggest talk of the night was the NFL Draft, which
Yep.
is again wild.
The NFL is the monster of all sports. It doesn't matter. Like baseball, you play for 9 months out of the year. Hockey's got the shortest off season, but the NFL is just they overrule everybody. Shoot it. So I
Well,
watched the Bulls game.
Here, I think I have the answer to why the NFL is a monster, and I think it's because America's lazy, right? Like, how easy is a schedule to follow that your team is going to play every Sunday for the next 17 weeks?
That's true. Might throw a Thursday and a Monday in there, but yeah.
It's just an easy schedule to follow. I don't know how much more entertaining football is than any other sport. Like, I think hockey's the most entertaining sport to watch. To physically sit down and watch. I think hockey's the most entertaining sport. Hockey and basketball, you get action. The ball
Nonstop.
moves. You get nonstop action for 48, 60 minutes, right?
Yeah.
In football, what is it?
15
minutes maybe for 2.5 hours?
Yeah, because you get a lot of stops.
So I think it's honestly just it's an easy schedule to follow, bud.
More gruesome from the players. We're not saying it's any
No,
less demanding on the body.
I'm
watching
basically
it.
talking about the schedule.
Yeah.
Your team's
Yeah.
going to be on Sunday. My team's going to be on Monday, Wednesday, maybe a doubleheader on Thursday,
Yeah.
and they might play Saturday morning.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. By the way, they're going to play at 12:05, 107.
What the?
352.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, just good luck. Figure it out.
That passing was just atrocious by the Chicago Bulls.
I'm trying not to
Let's-
watch it because I just watched.
Let's go around the room and talk about
Would
just
like
individual teams.
Sure.
You want to go first or last, bud?
I feel like Nate's gonna have the most exciting thing to talk about here. All
I
right.
think he goes last.
Well, I'll go first
All right.
because there not much happened for the Cowboys, right? They did get linebacker Micah.
Micah.
Right? Micah Parsons.
Parsons.
I said Parsons. What'd you hear?
How about them? How about them Cowboys?
Watch your fucking dog. That was exciting. Did you like? He already said he wants to wear that blue and white for nice pass. Another one. So I'm getting distracted
That was
watching the
Bucks,
Bulls
though.
game. No, it wasn't. That was a backcourt by the Bulls because they weren't paying attention.
They're fucking dumb.
Anyway, not much else. Zeke, I seen Zeke tweeted something. They were talking about it. He said something about how don't touch me in practice, Brooke. Joking with the rookies. I don't know if it was to him or another guy that got drafted, but yeah, not much for the Cowboys. There's way more exciting things happening yesterday than the Cowboys. They're pretty set in the what I want to say the most important positions. I mean, they're all important, right? But I mean,
There's some that are more important than others.
yeah, so they're pretty good there. Let's just we'll go on to one of you guys here.
So the Denver Broncos, obviously, they traded right before the draft. They traded for Teddy Bridgewater.
They put a package together.
You know what I would like to see? I gave Drew Lock a lot of hate, but I still believe in Drew Lock. I don't think his job's in any trouble. I think that Teddy Bridgewater is going to be a clipboard guy, just like he was.
He's a good backup.
Yeah, he's a good backup. He's a clipboard guy. He's going to be in Drew Lock's ear and tell him how to be a professional. I think Drew Lock got a bad draw last year. Number one receiver out. Noah Fant doesn't know how to stay healthy. You know, like he didn't have a lot of weapons. His biggest weapon was two guys you've never heard of and a rookie wide receiver that doesn't know how to play in the NFL yet.
Sounds like Tom Brady most seasons. But Tom
Yeah,
Brady still
but
won.
I'm not comparing Drew Lock to Tom Brady.
Oh,
You are.
oh, okay.
So they got Bridgewater for $3 million and like a 6th round pick. What was it? $3 million and a 6th round pick. Yeah. So they stole Bridgewater basically. Like, and then they drafted Patrick Surtain the second, cornerback, which we needed help with because we were just letting cornerbacks walk away like crazy. I'm excited to watch the Broncos this year. And I was excited to watch them last year, and then Game 1 happened. And see you later, Cortland Sutton. And then Game 3 happened, and then see you later, Von Miller. And then Game 4 happened, and then see you later, Noah Fant. And it's just like tough
Brutal.
to be a Broncos fan
Brutal.
right now.
I know that feeling.
I'm excited. I'm excited
Dak
to watch
and
the Broncos
Zeke,
this year. I think they're going to be. I mean, you're competing with Patrick Holmes and the monster that is the Kansas City Chiefs, right? Like, fuck.
It's tough.
Split with them.
But they could try to get somebody else that could help them win.
The Broncos?
Yeah, man. Someone doesn't want to be on another team.
Let's talk about the Bears first.
You see.
Unless you want to talk about that.
No, that's fine. You
All
see,
right.
I brought the Bears hat today. I was pretty happy.
We got all the GP stuff, huh?
Oh, you're happy?
A little bit. I mean, I don't really know. I don't know a whole lot about Justin Fields.
What?
I don't watch college
football.
No.
Gosh.
Yeah, I'm a
what
big college
loser.
guy.
We're busy.
Huge college guy.
Loser.
We're busy.
Huge college guy. I see a lot of the highlights. So I mean,
Highlights.
they traded up with the Giants. Got Justin Fields, which I was really surprised with the amount of money they spent on quarterbacks in Foles and Dalton. I wasn't thinking that they were going to actually try to pick up a quarterback this year.
I only think they did because Fields was still available,
Yeah.
which was shocking because some people thought he was already going to be gone by then.
Yeah.
I 100% think in the draft you draft best available, not to your needs. You draft best available and then trade for your needs.
Right, and they thought the Niners might grab him, but the Niners grabbed, I forget who the fuck his name was.
Trey Lance.
Yeah, Trey Lance instead, which probably fits their offense a little better.
Yeah.
So,
I seen some highlights. He threw like 6 tutties against Clemson in the semifinals last year.
Didn't do much
He
this
was
year.
like number 1 out of 6,500 to do the aptitude test. In the aptitude test, 100 is good. Patrick Mahomes got 110. He scored 130. And then something else said
Smart
Matt
guy.
Nagy gave him like a pre-draft like play to remember, and he hit him with it out of the blue, and he remembered everything. So,
smart.
yeah, I don't think we have any troubles as far as playbook. Like remembering the playbook. He's really fast, and he's got a good arm. So I mean, we'll
I
see.
think he had like 14 rushing touchdowns last.
I would hate to see him get put in early. You know, I'm hoping the plan was getting Dalton and keeping Foles. If they do keep Foles, is to kind of put them under their wing. Not saying that they're really good, but they got some veteran knowledge.
Yeah.
To at least get them up to par. Because with COVID and everything, I'm sure they're not being able to practice the same way they would have like 2-3 years ago. So
Right.
I would like to see him learn. Make this his learning year, maybe jump in later in the season, depending on how the season's going, and then see if he can start next year.
What would you do if Andy Dalton sucks after like week 2?
I mean, give him a try. I'm not saying don't put him in if everything's going bad to see how it goes.
Do you put him in over Nick Foles if the Bears are 0-3? No.
I don't think so. I mean, I would rather. I don't know, because it's all going to depend on how he looks at practice time or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to just almost just destroyed that. I don't want to have my hopes up too high until I actually see him play. So I mean,
Yeah, I guess
give him a couple goes in preseason if they have preseason or whatever. See how it goes. But I mean, I'm happy that they actually drafted a quarterback and they actually picked up a lineman in the second round. So maybe they are trying to help with the offensive line issue, and
they traded for that lineman. They traded up for that lineman.
They traded up for him. Yeah, they traded quite a few picks. Now the volume of stuff that they're trading, I don't know if it was the greatest idea, but I mean, I feel like if that's what it had to take to get some good players, then I mean, so be it. I mean, they're giving up a lot, but
so yeah, they've already traded, say, 7 picks. They traded what, like a couple good ones to trade up just for Fields, but like, I mean, yeah, they're losing these picks, but realistically, I feel like Fields has the potential to actually be a franchise quarterback. Is something the Bears haven't had, with the exception of the short term of Jay Cutler.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
when he was halfway decent.
Yeah.
If you're looking for a franchise quarterback, maybe don't waste the number 2 pick 3-4 years ago on a guy who only played 12 college games.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Then maybe you don't have to give up your 5th round pick of this year, your first and 4th round pick of 2022.
Right.
Like that's technically 3 picks. 5th round pick this year is whatever. Probably 4th round pick of 2022 is almost whatever, but you're giving up a 1st round pick for a quarterback you could have had already, bud.
Yeah.
And I understand it's hard to pick in the draft, and I understand all these different variables go into it. But if you're gonna sit there, and granted, hindsight is 20/20, and Patrick Mahomes is Patrick Mahomes, and Deshaun Watson is Deshaun Watson, and Mitchell Trubisky is Mitchell Trubisky. But if you're gonna sit there and tell me that this guy is X with this many games, so if me and Kyle Crown went out and shot hoops, and somehow I made 12 3-pointers in one day, and that's the only thing you've ever seen, this guy is 100% from the arc. Oh, I'll take him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know why that's the analogy that came to my head, but like small sample sizes, you have to take them for what they are.
Yeah.
And they're small sample sizes. And you can't miss that long ago and then try to fix it now and put a Band-Aid on it and say, don't worry, Bears, we got your back. That's a lot to trade up for.
Yeah.
And so Andy Dalton has a one-year deal with the Bears. It's a $10 million deal. And it's a chance to get $3 million in incentives. And Nick Foles is still under contract for this year and the following year. So, to me, the writing on the wall is Andy Dalton is your quarterback this year. Justin Fields is your... No, there's no unless. Andy Dalton is your quarterback this year, and Nick Foles is your quarterback this year to finish up.
Bears are still in the win now window, though. Once they start losing those defensive weapons, man...
There's no chance in hell that I will buy an answer from anybody from the Bears front office that this was the plan. Give a $13 million contract to Andy Dalton, sign Nick Foles for 3 years, and draft a quarterback in this round.
Yeah.
That's not an answer. That's a shooting from the hip. He landed in our laps and we're gonna take him. That's not a long-term plan.
They're being desperate.
Yeah. That's hey Chicago, bear with us here. We're gonna make this move. Those are Band-Aids, dude.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying Justin Fields isn't the answer. He could be. But you gotta get through the year without playing Justin Fields.
He didn't look too excited when he got picked either.
Why would you? Did you see how quick Mac Jones walked down the tunnel, though?
No.
Everybody walked down the tunnel. There were some people excited to be on the team, but when Bill Belichick called Mac Jones his name, who'd they get?
Yeah,
Mac Jones.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it was Mac.
So he stood up, put a hat on, and he was like a speed walker down the aisle.
Shit, I would be too.
Goddamn Patriots.
He was walking like Vince McMahon.
They've been calling his ass the next Tom Brady.
That's what he was.
They've been calling his ass the next Tom Brady, and he actually gets fucking picked up by the Patriots.
How does the NFL sit there and not the NFL, but all the 14 teams in front of the Patriots? How do they sit there and go, the Patriots are bad for 1 year. Let them have their quarterback.
Well, nobody else needed a quarterback, though. The teams that drafted quarterbacks needed quarterbacks.
Agreed. The teams that drafted quarterbacks needed quarterbacks.
The other 10 picks that was before the Patriots.
Do you think the Falcons could have went without Kyle Pitts and got fucking Matty Ice's replacement soon? I think so.
That's a really good question.
That is.
I mean, Kyle Pitts fucking
I'm not. Yeah, no shit.
Lot of faith.
Yeah, Kyle Pitts, phenomenal athlete
That's a really good question.
on paper, but how long are they going to stick with Matty Ice?
And I guarantee you, if the Falcons were in the same division as the Patriots, that trigger probably would have been pulled because ain't no goddamn way.
That's probably the most,
Yep.
the only, and probably the most important question is the Falcons. Everybody else was pretty solid at the quarterback position. But either way, if they would have drafted him, the Bears. Do you think? I don't know if the Bears would have traded up for Mac Jones. I would hope not, but
No,
I feel like Justin Fields is way more well known.
I'm glad the Broncos didn't leap for a quarterback. I'm glad the Broncos are giving Drew Lock another year.
They need to.
That was a bullshit year they put him in.
Yeah,
last
they
year.
need to.
That was a bullshit.
If they do terrible this year, guess what?
Oh,
You'll have
bye-bye.
a halfway decent pick next year.
All right, so I'm going to run down the teams that were before the Patriots, and we're going to talk about quarterbacks. Jacksonville, obviously good. New York Jets grabbed Zach
Trevor
Wilson.
Those were the number 2 picks going either way.
San Francisco picked up Trey Lance.
That could have went either way. Still quarterback though.
Yep. Now Atlanta's the one we just talked about.
Yeah.
Cincinnati Bengals, they're fine. Detroit Lions, they're fine. Miami, Tua, they're fine.
Yeah.
Are they fine?
Yeah, I mean they have a young quarterback.
Dude,
Tua.
they benched Tua so many times last year.
Yeah, but you're not going to draft a quarterback when you just got Tua last year.
That
It's
front
happened.
office doesn't really know what it's doing. Carolina,
So they've
They've been having trouble defensively.
they picked up a cornerback. It just
it's not their offense. Like I don't know, they just run it through McCaffrey.
yeah.
Really?
Carolina,
He's
there's
hurt.
one. I mean,
I don't know. Who's their fucking quarterback?
It's dude from the Jets, Darnold.
Oh no, yeah, they're gonna let him see. They're gonna see how he does that he's not on the Jets anymore. Yeah, 100%.
Denver, I think they're fine, and that's coming from a biased Denver fan. Philadelphia, they're probably fine. Chicago drafted quarterback.
Philadelphia has Jalen Hurts, so they're fine.
And that's his boy too, right? Jalen Hurts is from no. Is Jalen Hurts from Alabama? Am I thinking of the wrong school?
I couldn't tell you that.
Somebody met up. No. No. What team?
No, yeah, no. Jalen Hurts and the wide receiver from Philly that was drafted were teammates.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and I think isn't it Stop moving.
Trevor Lawrence and
No, not Trevor Lawrence. And the Bengals. Didn't they just pick up a
They
receiver
picked up a receiver that Joe Burrow's played with too.
Yeah, there you go. That's what I was thinking of.
oh, I'm sorry.
But also, you're right though with
Yeah.
Philly too. Devontae
Jamar
Smith.
Chase.
Devontae Smith was a wide receiver for Alabama, and Jalen Hurts was at Alabama.
Right. I think there's
I think Jalen Hurts
quite a
transferred
few
his
of those.
senior year though. I think he started at Alabama and he transferred his senior year and played at Ohio or Oklahoma. Or something.
Gotcha. And there's a lot of Alabama guys getting drafted first round. Shout out to
They had a whole
Coach.
Alabama
Yeah.
pro day.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
They had a pro day and then they had a Alabama pro day.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Hey man.
So realistically, looking at what you just said though, like
yeah, I don't know. I think you got two teams. You got
Atlanta is iffy, and
Carolina.
I don't even think Carolina's iffy, man. Their money's in Darnold right now. They want to see how he does because you can go to the Jets and die. You can go somewhere else and
Damn it, I did it again.
yeah,
fly.
but, I don't know. All right. Do you want to talk about Rodgers?
We can.
You want to talk about the 3 teams that he wants to go to?
Should I call Gags?
Rumor has it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna call Gags.
Make him cry.
Rumor has it. He's gonna be so
Yeah.
sour.
Did they say what he was disgruntled about, other than the fact that
Yeah, I
they
think it's
fucking
I think it's all bullshit.
yeah?
Gags might know.
I'm gonna give him a call. I might cut all this out. I gotta find Gags' number.
Uh,
I've never called Gags, by the way.
yeah. What was it? Denver, the Raiders, and who was the other team?
He's gonna be like, "What the fuck are you calling me for?"
Oh, Gags. He's sleeping. Probably at the bar.
he might be at set him up.
Call has been forwarded to an
dude, that
automated
wasn't
voice
that.
messaging
He FU'd
system.
me.
Gave me the FU button. I actually have friends that set him up, but I was like, I'm not going up there tonight.
He FU'd me. All right, so Rodgers is disgruntled. He wanted to. So it is reported that Rodgers wanted the Green Bay Packers to take the San Francisco 49ers trade deal.
Yeah.
Which
It
deal?
It is reported that Rodgers wants to be traded and get out of town. It is reported that Rodgers is not happy over and over again. And when he goes on the Pat McAfee show, the dude doesn't say any of that, and he's pretty candid on that show.
Yeah.
Like,
He don't try to talk about none of that stuff.
he doesn't, but when it comes up, he's pretty open about, yeah, just come talk to me about it. Don't listen to what dumbass has to say with a microphone in front of us. Like, I'm gonna leave that at what it is. I'm not gonna put any growth into that, because that's how many times did they talk about that last night, right?
Oh, all day.
Oh, they had to bring it up all the time. Yeah.
So it could just be propaganda. Ugh, Wolf.
Did you see the 3 teams that he's rumored that he wants to go to?
I saw Denver,
Denver.
Las Vegas, and I forget the other team.
Niners.
Hey.
No, Niners. Yeah.
There's Niners and Raiders.
Yeah,
Those
yeah.
are 3.
I'm not saying I'm out on Drew Lock, but you know what I'd really like to see?
Hey, like you said, they
I'd
got a
like to
package
see-
together.
They might put a package together. They might put a package together. Throw some money in for his lady. Oh no,
Not.
I'm thinking he's with Danica Patrick still. I don't know what his lady does now.
She's an
She's
actor.
an actress. Actress.
Oh,
Well,
is she?
she is an actress, yes.
Yeah.
Give that man whatever he wants, dude.
He's a reigning MVP.
He took your dog shit team to the finals for like 5 years in a row.
Ain't got
Yeah.
shit for wide receivers.
Barely any weapons other than Devontae Adams, and been asking for help.
Yeah.
And so the Packers draft cornerback, not quarterback, as not to be taken with last year. They draft cornerback Eric Stokes, and there was a top wide receiver on the board in Rondell Moore, Rashad Bateman, and Elijah Moore. Like, what are we doing here? Just
Give him some weapons.
you ran Aaron Rodgers out of town. I hope he fakes an injury all year and just doesn't play. That'd be so funny. Just like,
Hey, man,
fuck you
just
guys.
trade him
Yeah.
and Deshaun Watson
They can't
straight
trade
up.
him. They cannot trade
They
him.
won't trade him.
Look at this.
San Fran tried to put a deal together.
Well, his salary hit is fucking crazy, too.
If they trade before June 1st, the Green Bay Packers would incur $31.5 million in dead money. They can't trade him. They literally cannot trade him. After June 1st, they acquire $14.3 million in 2021 and 2022. It's just,
That's wild.
you can't trade the guy.
Yeah.
And don't, by the way.
Right.
Just make him fucking happy.
They said that the last time the reigning MVP did not come back for their same team they just won it on was like 1970 something, 79 or something like that, and that was because he retired. So
He's not going anywhere, but
Yeah.
Packer fans should be worried.
Yeah.
Not sitting pretty, but worried.
let's go.
Yeah. That's it. That's crazy. He's been needing help for so long.
Like you said though, we got all these other sports going on, and then yesterday football just overran everything.
Yeah, I mean, fuck. What did we just spend?
Between the draft and Aaron Rodgers,
We just spent 30 minutes talking about NFL, and it's not even.
There
in
was before we get into NBA talk, because that's all. I'll be done after that.
I texted you last night and said, please take the NFL segment.
yeah,
Well,
So do whatever you want to do here.
I forget what the year it was, but it said something about the last time the Green Bay Packers picked somebody in the first round that played offense was like some stupid ass year.
it's insane.
I want to say it was like 96 or something. It was something crazy.
But they've done fairly decent
I mean,
if it's been that long.
Yeah,
But imagine if they could be better if they actually drafted a weapon.
right. He's one other receiver away, because
Yeah,
Valdez Scantling is fast, but he's got the catching ability of something stupid, of a baby. 2002.
Can you read that? Is it too small?
The pick that turned out pretty well for Green Bay. The last skill position player the Packers took that wasn't a quarterback was Javon Walker in 2002 at number 20.
I don't even know who Javon Walker is.
2002, dude.
That was the last
2021.
offensive player.
Yeah, man. They don't draft weapons.
Other
in the
than
first
Jordan
round.
Love. Yeah, other
Now-
than Jordan Love.
I will say that the Packers have, in the past, been very good at developing their own talent.
Yeah. I mean, Favre left and Rodgers just took over.
They've been very good at developing their own talent. And Rodgers fell in their lap, unlike the Jordan Love situation that they keep saying, blah, 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 blah. They have been very good in the past at developing their own talent. Still looking for that for Rodgers, right? Like, yikes.
They're hopeful.
Also, but what about Tim Tebow
Oh,
trying out a tight end
That
for
tight end?
Jacksonville?
Yeah.
I didn't hear that.
Yeah. It was it popped up the same time on my phone when I saw Aaron
He
Rodgers.
left the NFL trying out for tight end for New England.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because Bill Belichick picked him up and then cut his ass.
Yeah.
And got him out of the NFL.
Yeah. Yeah, so he requested a tryout for Urban Meyer in Jacksonville
Hey,
At tight end.
at tight end.
Tim Tebow beat the Pittsburgh Steelers in the playoffs. People
He
forget.
did.
Yeah.
People forget.
People forget.
I don't forget
don't-
that he won. I forget who they beat, but I don't forget
It
that
was
he won.
it was the Steelers.
People forget. Ben Roethlisberger.
Overtime, baby.
Not even overtime. One play.
Well, yeah.
It was a cut across to Demaryius Thomas. He hit him right in the chest. It was like a 10-yard pass, and Thomas just went.
Took off.
He was fast then.
It was unbelievable.
He was Taysom Hill before Taysom Hill.
Oh yeah.
He was a special teams player when he went to New York, and then he went and fucking played for the Patriots for a little bit.
Some people say we were a quarterback away.
What if he stayed instead of playing for his baseball dreams?
Well, you know.
That's all I got.
Oh, well. All right. We're done talking about the NFL. We'll move on to the NBA. NBA is kind of bleak. Obviously, we're all Bulls fans. I don't know.
He's
I
a
mean-
Rock Nets fan.
Who knows? Well, he's a James Harden fan.
There you
Sorry,
go.
I follow the beard.
Nice.
Yeah, he don't even know what team he's on, though.
It's on the Nets, dude. They play the Bulls
Oh.
twice coming up.
Ooh,
Can't wait.
That's the only reason why he knows that. They got 10 games left, minus this one right here. I guess technically got 9. They're about to lose. They're only within 12 right now with 6 minutes left
Dude,
in
they
the
can be up
fourth.
by 20. They ain't gonna win this game.
But, yeah, they're still going to lose. They're... man. I don't know. They got a very tough schedule the rest of the year, and they are fighting for one of those last playoff spots for the play-in. They got the Bucks, they got the Hawks, the Sixers, the Hornets, the Celtics, Pistons that they, for some reason, aren't walking all over. I don't get. Then they got Nets, Raptors, Nets, Bucks. Like, those last 4 are pretty much 4 L's if you've ever seen them. So, I don't know. The Raptors haven't been as good as normal. They're also fighting for a playoff spot, too. So, they're fighting. So, looking at the last 4 that'll go into those playing games, the Hornets are 1, the Bulls and the Raptors are 2 more, and then I think it was the Heat maybe. I have to pull it up, but I don't know. They still have a shot, but they have one of the toughest schedules for the remainder of this season. So I don't know. It's hard to say that they're actually going to do something with it.
It's the 6th toughest with what's left.
Yeah.
They have the 6th toughest.
The Pacers, sorry. The Heat are in 7th right now, so I don't think either way the Heat's going to be in the playing game because 7, 8, 9, 10 are in the playing games. So you got the Heat at 7, but the Heat and Celtics are right there. Even the Hawks, holy cow, they're all pretty close. This could change so many ways. Heat, Hornets, Pacers, Wizards are 7, 8, 9, 10. Bulls and Raptors are both 2 games back. I don't foresee the Bulls getting up there. I don't know the Raptors' schedule. Like, it might be what it is right now. It might be Heat, Hornets, Pacers, Wizards. Celtics might swing down or Hawks might swing down. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure the Bucks and the way the Knicks have been playing, that it's going to stay those 2. Knicks have been... Have you guys been betting on the Knicks, man? Dude, they've covered their spread like 13 games in a row. It's absolutely insane.
I gave up on gambling until
And they'll be
until
like...
Baltimore comes back.
Yeah,
they'll
I'm
be
waiting till
underdogs.
football's back.
They'll be underdogs, and they'll win outright. So I mean, that's for the East. I just don't see the Bulls doing it. The Bulls it ain't gonna happen this year. They did get Vucevic, which everyone was hopeful something's gonna happen, but it just hasn't. Zach LaVine getting hurt, whatever the reason being why he wasn't playing. It just hurt, and they can't do much without him. Kobe White has been playing up to his. I mean, he's had some decent games, but I feel like we all have more expectations for Kobe White.
I was very excited for the Bulls to draft Kobe White, and I think he had 0 points at half today.
Yeah, it just hasn't been good for him. If you look at the West, Jazz and Suns are already in. Clippers will be there. Nuggets are going to be there. They're not locked yet, but they're going to make it. Lakers, they're going to. I mean, LeBron, AD just came back, and I think LeBron comes back tomorrow.
Yeah.
So, not worried about them not making. Those would be the top 5. Then you got
top five.
Mavericks, Trailblazers, Grizzlies, Spurs, Warriors, all within 4 games of each other.
Let's go.
So, the playing games there will look like right now: Trailblazers, Grizzlies, Spurs, Warriors. Pelicans are 3 games out of that 10 spot.
Is that Bulls?
So, do you guys know how the playing games work?
No, I'm waiting for you to tell me, but
So,
Inform us.
it's the bottom
Enlighten
4.
us.
The top 6 are in the playoffs.
Yeah.
And then 7 plays 8, 9 plays 10. The winner of 7 and 8 is in. The loser will play the winner of 9 and 10.
And
The
then
loser of
whoever's
9
in.
and 10 is out.
Okay.
7 and 8 play.
7 and 8 play each other.
Loser plays the winner of 9 and 10.
Yep.
Yeah.
I like that. I don't. When you started, I said, "What the fuck does 7 have to do with anything?" But I like that.
Yeah. So if 7 beats 8, 7's in. Or if 8 beats 7, 8's in. And now the loser still gets a shot. They get to play the winner of 9 and 10.
I like that.
So that's how they're going to get
consolation.
the 7th and the 8th seeds.
I love when organizations shake things up like that. There needs to be a little chaos thrown in.
It's I mean they did have it. That's what they had last year, right? For COVID, they had like a plan.
No, I don't think it was a plan. I think it was just all expand. Was it an expanded playoffs or was it a plan?
Yeah, it was pretty much a plan. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah. I mean, we obviously didn't pay much to the format last year because we were just excited sports were back. But that's why I'm pretty sure that's why the Suns went as far as they did because they won the play-in games. They didn't technically make the playoffs, but they made it because of those play-in games. And then they just carried it on to this year. What are you looking at the Rockets for? Rockets suck. I don't know. It's going to be interesting, man. If you look at some of these strengths and schedules too, like
The lowest seed to ever win a NBA final was the Houston Rockets in 1995 as the 6th seed.
yikes.
So the NBA is basically saying, who gives a fuck about the 7 and 8 seed?
NBA is pretty much giving a fuck who cares about anybody besides top 5.
True.
If you're not top 5, the odds of winning are slim.
So how many again? 16? 16 to 32 to the playoffs?
To the playoffs? Well, technically 20, but then 8.
No, I don't think they'd be the top 10. I don't think those are considered playoff spots, are they?
I guess no, because they're playing games.
Yeah. So like
So-
if the Bulls finish in 10th, I don't get my money for making the playoffs,
Oh yeah, good point.
right? Like they
Yeah.
have to finish in the top 8
Top
with
8.
quotations.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think the NFL is atrocious as far as letting that many teams in. I think the NFL needs to completely revamp their playoff format. Yeah, thank you, sir.
Format, I guess. Yeah.
So I mean, the fact that an 8-8 team gets in and a 10 and fucking 6 team sits at home, like, what are we
wild.
doing here?
That's wild.
Right? Like, I think hockey has the best format, and even I think hockey lets too many guys in.
Well, this year would be definitely crazy for hockey with the.
But
format
it's
they
just then why not just let 10 teams in, 5 from each division in the NBA?
Money, baby.
I understand money, and I get it. I get it. But like, it's the same reason that I won't let everybody into the playoffs for our fantasy football. It's
Yeah,
the same
because
reason.
I bitch about it because you do only top 2 in the division instead of top 3 in the division.
That's more than half the league in the playoffs.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense.
I get it.
You should earn your way into the playoffs.
But that's also why.
And just because you were the 8th best team doesn't mean you were the 8th best team. It just means you were the 6th less dog shit team.
True.
Then you don't get to get into playoffs, bud.
Yeah.
Why don't you do top
Top 10 from each division get in the playoffs if you have a winning percentage over 75%.
I'd say at least a winning fucking record, but because
And if you don't have a winning percentage over 75%, get the fuck out of my league, bud. Or at least out of my playoffs.
Some of these teams that are going to be playing these playing games could potentially have a losing record. As of right now, they have a losing record.
I need to grind my gears segment.
But I mean, the NBA's so fucking been roller coaster this year. Like, it's been crazy. If you're gonna do top 10, someone's gonna have a losing record. There's no way around it.
Why? Is that what I'm?
Oh yeah,
what I'm asking?
right. Cut it off. There's no reason. You're just trying to give more teams an opportunity.
A little bit more cash in everybody's pocket.
Yeah. But they're not gonna go nowhere.
Do you know how the NBA works deals for the players as far as payments? Like the NFL, when the NFL makes playoffs, everybody gets paid the exact same dollar. A punter makes exactly the same money as Tom Brady. So, like, if you're the I'm dumbing this down, but if you're the San Francisco 49ers, you get $1 million. And everybody on your team gets 1% of that $1 million or whatever it is. Like, the quarterback doesn't make a chunk of that, and the punter doesn't make a chunk of that. The punter makes $138. The quarterback makes $138 for every playoff game. That's why players don't really like playing in playoff games, especially if you're not going to win. Like, if the Panthers make the playoffs.
Well, yeah, that's why players have been bitching about these plans. They think it's stupid.
They don't make any more money. Their contract's not based around playoff games. Their contract's for the 72 basketball games or the 17 football games, right? Like
82 games, by the way.
Your contract isn't made for these playoff games. So what the fuck? Just make it 5 goddamn teams and get it over with. Nobody wants to play in your goddamn playoffs anyway, bud.
Yeah.
Now the owners want that.
Oh yeah.
Maybe not in this COVID area. But.
Revenue. Well, I mean, you got Lori Lightfoot opening up fucking Chicago.
What a joke. I don't want to do it. What a fucking joke.
The season's like their chances of making the playoffs, the Bulls and the Hawks are like, here, we'll come to our games.
The Bulls have a 2.4% chance of making the playoffs.
Yeah. You like to think that if the fans are there, could hype them up a little bit more.
It ain't it.
But like you could have done this a month ago. And now they could have put this final push to make the playoffs a month ago instead of 10 days or 2 weeks, whatever's left. Frustrating.
Can we talk about let's talk about NHL real quick, then we'll finish with MLB and we'll get the fuck out of here.
I'm in.
NHL, there's 6 games left. The Hawks have a go ahead.
Speaking of low playoff chances,
there's 6 games left in the NHL. I'm not even gonna watch the last 6 games. I mean, I might watch one or two of them, but I'm not gonna like seek them out for the next 12
They had
days.
to beat the Predators.
They had to.
They
that was
had
it.
to beat the Predators.
And
they beat the Predators once all season. They played them 8 times. I think they beat them once.
We were at Bridges that night. If they didn't win that game, they weren't making the fucking playoffs.
Like, I don't know what it is, why they couldn't beat the Predators all season. There's only one thing I don't like about Nashville. The fucking Predators.
So they have a 1.1% chance to make the playoffs. They ain't fucking making it. Their next 6 games are against the Panthers, at Hurricanes 3 times, and then versus the Stars at home 2 times. So really, Lori fucking Lightfoot's letting you go to 3 goddamn Hawks games.
Have fun.
Enjoy them because they're against the Stars and the Panthers, 2 teams we also can't beat.
Yeah. Yeah, because we can't beat the Stars.
The Bulls suck. The Hawks aren't great.
The
I'm
Hawks
not at a point to call them terrible yet.
They have some
they're
talent.
Very good.
They have some talent for
next year.
They've had talent for the past decade, so they're surprisingly still in a hunt here. Do we think they can win the playoffs?
No.
Win the championship?
Next year, 2 years down the road, maybe not.
Maybe a
not
couple years.
year.
You got to. I mean, yeah.
They're very fucking good. Did you see the Zadorov video I tagged you in?
Yeah.
When he knocked that dude on his ass. That was awesome.
That was
fucking
awesome.
touch my goal. That was awesome. Hats off to Saad for finally retiring.
Yeah.
Not Saad. I'm sorry. Shaw.
Shaw.
Finally, thanks for giving
His
this
health.
mud a home. Yeah, he's had so many concussions and this and that.
And like you said, the doc's going to tell him he needs to change the way he plays, and he's like
yeah, there's only one way.
That's
There's only
not
one
gonna
way to
happen.
do that, right? Like, yeah. You got to respect. He's passed over twice in the NFL draft. They finally brought him in, gave him a chance. His second shift, I watched his video. The second shift he ever had in the NHL, fist fight. Like the guy's a warrior.
Yeah.
He's a chirper.
That's what I'm here for.
Yeah, he's here to play hockey. He's a hockey bro. Hats off to Shaw for doing
Bash
that.
brother.
Yeah.
Hey, the
I'll
Bulls are
never
within single digits.
I'll never forget when they won the cup and he had the stitches. He was bleeding
Oh yeah,
from
under his
from
eye.
the and he kept running. He kept skating to the bench, like putting a towel against it, yelling at the official. What the fuck do you want me to do? I'll never forget that.
You ain't taking me off this ice, bud.
Because if you're bleeding, it's a penalty.
Yeah.
Or if you get hit and they draw blood, it's an additional penalty. It's like a double minor, right? So
Yeah.
he can't be bleeding on the ice.
Right.
So he's literally went back and got stitches. And hats off to him for getting stitches without getting fucking what is it called? The numbing agent.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
you can't get the numbing agent if you're gonna go back out onto the ice.
Right.
So he just fucking got stitches in the middle of the playoff game, went right back out there, and it's just like he's yelling at the official, like, "What the fuck do you want me to do? I literally just got stitches."
Yeah.
I love that guy, and he brought us a couple cups. He's a 2-time Stanley Cup champion. Seabrook, I don't think we gave Seabrook a send off on this show,
Oh yeah.
but Shaw's more of my guy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's a gritty Chicago guy. He fit right in. And not that we're from Chicago and we're not from like the streets of Chicago or anything, but you know what? I tell people I'm from Gary and I get a little bit of street cred.
Yeah, we all get a little bit.
Yeah,
But if I tell someone from Chicago I'm from Gary, they're like, "Yeah, this ain't Gary, bud." I'm like,
Yeah.
"My bad."
Sorry, bud.
Depending on where you're at in Chicago.
All right, let's talk about MLB. I didn't want to waste a lot of time in the Hawks because we'll have a lot of playoff talk coming up.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll put my trophy up for grabs for playoff contention.
Maybe.
It's up there somewhere.
It's up there somewhere.
So MLB surprise. Red Sox aren't bad.
Dude, after that first series, I was like, "Ooh, Wilson's just."
Oh, dude, I was
The past
on a ledge.
year is gonna be rough.
I was on a ledge.
Every
Broncos, yikes.
everybody, yeah.
Red Sox, yikes.
Ugh.
I mean, Blackhawks, yikes. And then Red Sox, second best team in the American League.
Yeah, man.
Actually, they're first best, tied with the Athletics.
At the Athletics.
Can you believe?
The Athletics.
I mean, it's only been a month. It's again, what did I say at the
Well, the
beginning of the
Athletics
show?
have been good. They were good last year.
What did I say at the beginning of the show? You have to take. Excuse me. You have to take small sample sizes for what they are.
Right.
It's a month in a 162 game season.
Yeah, there's plenty of games left.
Can the Red Sox keep this up?
TBD.
I don't know if it's to be determined. I think the answer is no. But
I would hope so because I like seeing the Yankees suck. So
Oh,
I hope
dude.
they just stay down.
I read a report today on the New York Yankees, and the reporter said their bats can't stay cold forever. That was his answer of how the Yankees are going to get better. He said, Yankees are going to get better. Their bats can't stay cold forever. He was quoted on saying that. And it's just like, dude,
They can't even say nothing to it.
that's not it, man.
That's your take?
Put that take in the freezer.
The White Sox have finally started picking up some wins. They were going back and forth, win, lose. They couldn't just string some wins together. They finally did. The record's 14-10. They actually just lost to Cleveland today.
Oh, no.
5-3. Keiko's on the mound. But so is Bieber, and Bieber is their ace in the hole over there in Cleveland. So
Bieber's set up to be a Cy Young winner.
yeah, he's good, man. He had like 11 or more Ks. Last time I checked the game, he had 11 Ks today. Had 3 earned runs, but he had 11 Ks. He's doing pretty good. So
Red Sox back to number 1 in the American League. They won today.
17 wins. Damn, has anybody got more than 17 wins? Look at the NL. Anybody?
Yeah, I'm sure
Dodgers.
Dodgers do,
Dodgers
yeah.
got to be the only ones, right?
No.
No, look at that. Zan, they got the best record in the
Red
whole
Sox are the best team in the MLB.
That's sports, baby.
This weekend,
I'm going to enjoy it.
they got a week. The White Sox got a weekend series against Cleveland. Tomorrow, Lance Lynn is back on the bump, so I'm excited to see how that goes. He lost his first outing, then won a 6-0 with a solid performance, and then he lost the next one, and he hasn't pitched in a few weeks. And then Sunday, I believe Gio is on the bump. I don't know if you've seen yesterday, the Sox won the doubleheader, both of them. Thank you. Rodon pitched a gem. For those of you guys that don't know, if you have a doubleheader this season, it's only 7 innings.
Yep.
Instead of 9.
I like that they carried that over.
Yeah, so did I. I don't hate that. I don't know if I'd want it to stay like that forever, but I also
could care
don't
less.
hate it. Yeah, true. Rodon pitched a gem, and then Dylan Cease last night. 7 innings. Went the entire game.
Not bad.
He finally got out of that 4th inning, which is always a struggle for him. Pitched the whole game, Dylan Cease. So, the White Sox are in second. I think they're a game or 2 back behind Kansas City.
Oh, it wasn't Bieber. It was Oh, no, it is Bieber. American League Cy Young. Bieber is second at plus 350 behind Garrett Cole at plus 220.
Garrett Cole is fucking... Look, you got Giolito and Lance Lynn right next to each other.
Look at these fucking names, dude. This is wild.
Giolito and Lance Lynn right next to each other. What's up? And Glasnow's been killing it, man. Tyler Glasnow. Ooh, Rodon's on there, too. That's my guy.
Oh, that's the wrong.
That's my guy. I don't know if you guys know this. Rodon's ERA is like
Your guy.
0.7 something. Like, he's been actually... Look at my buddy Eloy at work. He's a huge White Sox fan.
Eloy gets a lot of call-outs on the show, man.
I was like...
He better be listening.
He's a big White Sox fan.
He better be listening.
He's like, I was like, Eloy, guess who pitched the first game the Sox won? He's like, I was like, he's got the lowest ERA on the White Sox. He's like, Giolito? Get the fuck out of here. I was like, he just got lit up by the Red Sox. And then I was like, he's like, Keuchel? No. Lynn. I was like, are you an idiot? Dylan Cease. I was like, she's just going to name every pitcher except the right one, you fucking idiot. I gave him so much shit for that. I was like, who do you think has the lowest ERA? Try thinking about who just pitched a complete game, almost perfect game the other night. I wanted to slap him. Baseball's excited. I want to catch a game this season because I miss $13 beers with
me and
hot
Bush
dog.
it's gonna be a Sunday. Me and Bush might be going to a Cleveland game. Sunday morning-ish. Just drive yourself and leave or whatever. Call
When?
off.
I haven't called off in like 2.5 years.
March. What is this, April? This just started April, right? Or no, we're
May 1st is now. May 1st.
May the 1st be with you.
Remember 2 years ago on May 3rd when we went to doubleheader?
We're going soon this month on a Sunday. It's on my calendar for sure.
So it's got to be a Sunday because my Saturdays for this entire month are fucking shot.
College Foley's and send us off. I can't hold it anymore.
What was that guy's name? The hockey play you just sent? It's gonna be the fool that just got laid out on that video you sent.
The fight?
This is Zadorov, the guy.
Yeah,
I don't know
fuck.
what the guy's name is.
Yeah, don't fuck with Zadorov's goalie.
Bud.
You
That
tagged
Fowler's folly.
You tagged us in it. I'm bringing it up right now. Because you tagged it on Instagram, right? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. You keep tagging my other page that I don't get on.
He's an idiot, though.
Yeah, no, you guys made it degenerate.
Zadorov, yeah. It was Zadorov from the
So the guy that kept fucking with Zadorov's goalie, you are today on Fowler's Follies. You got his name?
I'm trying to find it here. Hold on.
It doesn't say.
Doesn't say.
It's not a good video to see the
I'm gonna
back
try
of
to
his
find it
jersey
on the
because he's on
comments.
his back. Can't see his name because he's on his back.
You right? I was going to see if I could find it in the comments, though. Zadorov. Big guy.
Yeah.
Big boy.
Don't fuck with Zadorov's goalie, huh?
He's a big boy.
Oh, I thought you said his name. Yeah, that's
That
my
is
Fowler's
Zadorov.
Follies. The fucking guy. Don't touch his goalie.
Yeah, he
Stay out of the fucking way.
I think it had to be the Lightning, right? I think it was Lightning.
No, it's Panthers.
It was the Panthers.
Panthers.
He knocked old boy on his ass because he slashed. Was it Subban or Lincoln?
Subban.
He slashed Subban after Subban had the puck stopped, and Zadorov just comes out and lays his ass out.
Don't fucking touch my goalie.
And then they're skating off the ice, and he's saying something to him, and Zadorov goes, "What are you gonna do? Fucking do it!" I love goons, man.
He's an absolute goon.
If you want to call back, I said Zadorov's one of the guys I love watching, by the way, like 3 episodes ago.
You did say that.
I don't remember that.
I was here for that.
Zadorov and Dahan are my 2 guys. My 2 no-name guys that you can't buy a jersey because they're not signed for very long, but it's just like, they're my guys, man. All right, final thoughts.
I really don't have much, man. I'm excited for. We still got to figure out. Trying to get this on. Got to figure out a day and time every week now. We're just gonna do it live.
It's gonna be rough, man.
Yeah, it's getting busy, man. We're all gonna have stuff going on between football, work.
You literally
summer.
have nothing going on. Me and Nate have a lot going on.
Dude, I have parties and shit to go to. What?
My next few Saturdays, I'll be good. I don't have a game till the 22nd.
We used to do it Saturday mornings around like
go?
noon.
Can we go Saturday mornings?
We can.
Because I have baseball Saturdays, but I have a 7 p.m. game and a 7 p.m. game coming up. So
On Saturdays?
Yeah, I'm free on Saturday morning.
Okay, we
That's what
could
I'm saying,
we
but-
could figure something out.
So
We used to go
I
around.
usually
noon
have
before.
at least one client, so I could either
come
have her come
here-
in really early.
we'll come here, 6 a.m., get the podcast
You're
together
right.
and then, and 18 holes, or
Oh,
You joking?
wait.
I
on.
wasn't, but okay.
Hold
We
on.
can kick
You
it back.
guys can. You can do that.
We can kick it back to 7.
We can just record while
we can
we're
figure out
while
one of
we're
these
golfing.
days. We can do that.
We'll kick it back to 7 a.m.
I'm in
while
for
we're
that.
okay, 7 a.m. While we're golfing.
Early boy.
We can do one of those like we did for the frisbee golf, where you record.
Oh yeah, the live
Gags
videos.
is at his buddy's wedding. That's why I didn't answer.
Oh yeah, he posted about that.
I didn't say.
Yeah, I seen it. Sorry.
I didn't see that either.
Like, sorry, Gags. We were just calling.
Final thoughts.
Fucking drink your water
Every fucking week.
every week, man.
Drink your
Gotta-
fucking
you gotta
water.
Stay
man.
hydrated.
Hey man, speaking of,
Got to keep that pee clean.
I wish that would open when you got it caught in his pocket. That'd have been fucking hysterical.
Splash on them.
this is only my third one today. I'm way under my water intake.
No, dude, I never drink enough water. That's why I say it, because it's out of guilt.
It's out of guilt.
Drink
There's
your
water
water.
and beer, man.
Yeah, definitely drinking a lot of beer today. It's my only day off because I start back up on Sunday. They're figuring out my schedule. I'm probably going to start Sundays now, so I only get one day off. Yeah, that's all I got. Just drink your water.
Go Bears.
Bear down.
Drink your water and go Bears.
Hell yeah, brother.
Hell yeah, brother.
I don't have nothing. Anybody's looking for a
we
golf?
didn't even do the fucking Fowler's Foley's intro. Fucked that up.
I had to pee.
It's okay.
I couldn't hold it anymore. I do drink my water. I finished my gallon of water already.
I'm proud of you.
I don't have any final thoughts. If you're looking for somebody to go golfing with, I'm your guy.
Wait, I'm your guy too.
Hey, I whooped Wiseman's ass, by the way.
I'll be a caddy before I actually fucking
You can be my
able to
caddy.
do anything for golf. Be terrible.
I whooped Wiseman's ass.
Yeah.
I had like 3 pars.
Nice. You've also been golfing that same golf course a few times. this
Yeah, I don't
year.
know. I mean, I'll go wherever, but fuck, Sherwood has a deal at noon. It's $11.99 for 18 holes in a cart.
Get some swings in, yeah.
Fuck. I mean, what are we doing here, boys?
Yeah. Doesn't matter how many times you do it. There's
What-
people that pay yearly memberships, so they're obviously going to that same club
what are
all
we
the time.
doing here? I'll golf any. I don't. We can go. It doesn't have to be my home course with quotations.
Hey, I
Like,
pass Palmyra like every Sunday now.
I love that course, dude.
I've never golfed there, but it's right there by Landheim where we train Pepper.
I don't know what hole it is, but one of the holes is a par 4, and it's got an elevated tee box. And I'm not like,
Oh yeah, send it, baby.
oh, it's the highest point of the whole course, and you
Nice.
but it's a bowling alley.
Narrow boy,
It can't be easy.
narrow boy. Yikes.
I'll get Palmer.
I'm at my 7.
I want to set up a Sunday morning to go to LaPorte and golf that. There's a Bear Hills over there that's really nice. And right next to Bear Hills, there's. Let's log off and we'll talk about that
We'll
bullshit.
figure it out.
All right. We have been Mikey Wilson. What are we reading? Degenerates. We have been
Mikey's morning coffee.
Thanks. We took a week off, man. We've been Region Degenerates. I've been
Region.
Mikey Wilson, OTSN Mikey Wilson. You can find me on Twitter at otsnsportsnetwork.weeksite.com/. What did I just do? You can
Bro.
find Overtime Sports Network on their website, otsportsnetwork.weeksite.com/OTSN. You can find them on Twitter, Instagram at _OTSN. You can find me on Twitter at OTSN_Degenerate. You can find Kyle Crown on Twitter at Crown_Kyle. You can find Nate on Twitter at Fowler's Follies.
Follies.
Underscore Follies.
Underscore
There's an
Follies.
underscore in there?
You got it.
I got it right last week.
Follies.
Well, technically, for 2 weeks, I haven't gotten it wrong.
That's true. You have not messed up today, or
Well,
so
you
far.
done fucked up now, so.
Fowlers_Follies.
Follies.
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 Foolies. Nope. 1 O.
Foolies.
Follies.
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 The end.
It's a noise.
So I said fa.
Fuck.
Fuck. All right, we've been Region Degenerates, and we
are out.
You stupid.
I'm so good at getting to the right screen to stop.